On a night when the WWE Universe was expecting nothing more than the usual chaos and rivalries, a storm of unimaginable proportions was about to hit Monday Night Raw. A storm that would change the landscape of WWE forever. Roman Reigns and CM Punk, two of the most polarizing and dominant figures in WWE history, did the unthinkable. In one single, explosive moment, they united forces to take down Braun Breakker and humiliate Seth Freakin Rollins in a way no one saw coming. What started as a normal night of Monday Night Raw quickly turned into an all-out war. A clash of titans, a battle of egos, and a collision of legacies that had been brewing for months. This was more than just a feud, it was a turning point. And it all began when two of WWE's most iconic superstars decided to send a message. This, my friends, was a night that will be remembered forever. Welcome to Wrestling News CC, where we break down the biggest moments in wrestling. Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking moments in recent WWE history, the moment when Roman Reigns and CM Punk, the unlikeliest of allies, teamed up to bring down the might of Seth Rollins and Braun Breakker. Let's rewind and analyze every single detail of this unforgettable night on Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins and Braun Breakker dominate Monday Night Raw. For weeks now, the atmosphere on Monday Night Raw had been charged with tension. Seth Rollins, the ever-arrogant and unrelenting champion, had been running roughshod over anyone who dared to cross him. He'd already dismantled Roman Reigns, leaving the tribal chief reeling from his brutal attacks. CM Punk? Well, Punk had suffered at the hands of Seth Rollins' ruthless dominance, too. And as for Sami Zayn, he was still licking his wounds after the most recent beatdown from the dominant duo of Rollins and Breakker. Rollins' reign on Monday Night Raw was one of dominance, ego, and arrogance. On this particular night, he once again took center stage to deliver a cocky promo about how the red brand belonged to him. As always, Rollins played up his villainous character, reminding the WWE Universe that no one, and I mean no one, could stop him and Braun Breakker from claiming complete control. Seth Rollins. You see, tonight, just like every other night, Monday Night Raw is mine. No one, not Roman, not Punk, not any of you pathetic fans, is going to stop me. And this man, this monster standing beside me, he's the future. I've built this empire, and I will reign over it for as long as I want. Rollins stood there, grinning from ear to ear, with Braun Breakker by his side. The two of them looked unstoppable. Braun, his intensity unmatched, stood there like a silent weapon, poised, powerful, and ready to destroy. And as Rollins continued to talk down to the WWE Universe, you could see the storm brewing in the distance. His ego, larger than ever, made him blind to what was coming. But there was something in the air, a sense that tonight was not going to go according to his plan. The unexpected return of Roman Reigns and CM Punk. And then, the unimaginable happened. The lights flickered, sending a ripple of anticipation through the crowd. The arena was electric. Fans were on the edge of their seats, wondering what was about to unfold. Rollins and Breakker seemed oblivious, continuing their taunts and threats, until the lights flickered one last time. And then it happened. The unmistakable sound of The Shield's theme song blasted through the speakers. Roman Reigns' music hit the arena, and the WWE Universe collectively lost their minds. The tribal chief was back. After weeks of absence, the man who had been at the top of WWE for years returned, and he wasn't alone. Right behind him came CM Punk, the voice of the Voiceless. The crowd went absolutely wild. The electricity in the air was palpable, as if the entire arena was holding its breath. Punk's return was a moment years in the making. The man who had left WWE on his own terms had now returned, aligning himself with none other than Roman Reigns. The alliance of two of the most iconic and divisive figures in wrestling history was about to unfold right in front of our eyes. Roman Reigns, with his unmistakable aura, walked down the ramp slowly, his eyes locked on Rollins and Breakker. The atmosphere was thick with anticipation. Punk, ever the unpredictable figure, walked beside him, a smirk on his face as he surveyed the scene. Together, they stood in front of Seth Rollins and Braun Breakker, two men who had made it their mission to destroy everything in their path. And in that moment, the tension exploded. It wasn't just a battle for supremacy, it was personal. The history between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins was well known. These two men had fought countless battles in the past, and each time, Rollins had managed to outwit and outmaneuver the tribal chief. But now, with CM Punk by his side, Reigns wasn't alone. This time, it was Rollins and Breakker who were in the crosshairs. The war that ensues. What happened next could only be described as chaos. Rollins, never one to back down from a challenge, immediately began running his mouth, taunting Reigns and Punk. But this time, his words fell flat. Reigns and Punk weren't interested in talking anymore. They were interested in making a statement. The two of them charged toward Rollins and Breakker, and the fight was on. The match that ensued was nothing short of a war. The four men clashed with an intensity rarely seen on WWE television. Roman Reigns, with his powerful strikes and relentless assault, went toe-to-toe with Braun Breakker, the two heavyweights trading devastating blows. Meanwhile, CM Punk, with his quick wit and sharp strikes, battled Seth Rollins, delivering everything from high-flying moves to sharp knee strikes, showing that he had lost none of his signature agility and skill. Reigns and Punk showed no mercy. Braun Breakker, usually the powerhouse, seemed overwhelmed by the raw power of Roman Reigns, while Seth Rollins was matched move for move by CM Punk. The sheer chaos of the battle had the crowd in a frenzy, and it was clear that this wasn't just a fight, it was a statement. But then, it happened. In a moment that will be replayed for years to come, Roman Reigns lifted Braun Breakker with ease, showing just how dominant he truly is. With a crushing Samoan drop, Breakker was sent crashing to the mat. Punk, meanwhile, was relentlessly targeting Rollins, hitting him with a series of strikes and a devastating GTS that sent the architect stumbling back. Seth Rollins' humiliating retreat. The writing was on the wall. Seth Rollins, the so-called king of Monday Night Raw, realized he had made a grave mistake. His ego had gotten the better of him. He was outnumbered and overpowered, and there was nowhere to run. The crowd sensed it too. They could feel that Rollins was about to suffer one of the most humiliating moments of his career. With one final, crushing blow from Reigns and Punk, Rollins was left reeling. His bravado evaporated, and he did what no one expected. Seth Rollins, the self-proclaimed leader of Raw, turned tail and fled. As the WWE Universe looked on in disbelief, Rollins made a humiliating retreat, running up the ramp with his tail between his legs, leaving Braun Breakker to fend for himself in the ring. The sight of Rollins running from the fight was a moment that will be etched in WWE history. It wasn't just about physical dominance, it was about power, pride, and control. Rollins had tried to tear down legends like Roman Reigns and CM Punk, but on this night, he was the one who was humbled. The impact of this moment. The fallout from this moment is still being felt across WWE. Roman Reigns and CM Punk have sent a powerful message to Seth Rollins and Braun Breakker, and to the entire locker room. The balance of power on Monday Night Raw has shifted. Reigns and Punk have proven that they are a force to be reckoned with, and no one is safe. As we head into Backlash, the question remains, what will be the next move for these two behemoths of the WWE? Rollins and Breakker may have been left humiliated tonight, but this war is far from over. In fact, it may just be the beginning. Roman Reigns and CM Punk's alliance is a seismic shift in WWE. It's a union of two legends, a collision of egos, and a force that will reshape the landscape of Monday Night Raw. But as we've seen time and time again in WWE, nothing stays the same for long. The question is, will Rollins and Breakker have the strength to bounce back, or has their reign of terror finally come to an end? One thing is for sure, the fallout from this moment will resonate for months to come. Stay tuned to Wrestling News CC for all the latest updates on this shocking turn of events. And remember, in the world of WWE, anything can happen, because when legends collide, you never know who will come out on top. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Wrestling News CC. If you thought tonight's story was wild, trust me, what happens next will blow your mind. So don't stop now. Click on the video right here on your screen to continue the chaos, the drama, and the inside scoop only we deliver. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and join the Wrestling News CC family, where the real stories of WWE come to life. See you in the next one.